All right. Well, it's week 42.
Yeah. You want to come up to the mic a little more? I can hear you.
I'm like right here. How much closer do I need to get?
Right on it. Oh, yo. First thing on CoStar this morning, Quantum. Right there.
Shut up.
Yeah, right. Look, it says it, Quantum Computers.
So far, I think that might be the all-time favorite.
Yeah.
That's like the most feedback I've gotten on one.
Yes.
But Quantum. Oh, gosh. Quick hits. We got Bethlehem. Maybe. Might be getting at least.
Yeah.
26,787 square feet on 3.41 acres. Zone K heavy industrial. Gwynn and T-Hub are working on it in Fort Worth. 1916 Old Denton should be done today or tomorrow. 1230 South J. Elmer Turner Freeway. Someone please bring us a tenant. We need a tenant. We need to make a deal.
Yeah.
We can divide the space into two.
Yep.
Get us something on this. Parkside, we're going to have some vacancies there. So bring some tenants. We'll pay you some fees.
Well, how big are the suites?
They're 5,000-foot suites. And we have a 1,600 square foot suite. So if you got somebody for that and you don't even want to show up, I'll pay you.
Yeah.
We'll tour them.
We'll literally do the whole thing for you and we'll still write you a check.
Yep.
Or if you've got one of those aggressive building business park buyers, go ahead and call Chase Miller.
Boom. All right. We also got Dividend down in San Antonio. 15,494 square feet on 1.41 acres. Call Colin at Llano. Economic calendar this week. Woo! Initial jobless claims.
Yeah.
260,000 forecasts.
Yeesh.
Creeping up there.
That's 20,000 more than what we were reporting a couple months ago, right?
Previous is 258.
Well, all summer is 240.
Yeah.
240.
230, 240. Housing starts this week. Forecast is 1.35. Previous was 1.36. So that's pretty much unchanged.
Yeah, but overall it was 1.4 for a bit, wasn't it?
The U.S. debt. How much weight did we put on this week, Will?
19.
It's probably 19. It's showing 22 today, but that's because we're measuring it today versus typically on Monday.
Yesterday. Okay.
So I'm gonna say you are correct.
Okay.
Based on historical data.
Yeah.
All right. The Dow closed out at 43,065. Golly, we should have just bought the Dow and did nothing.
Sheesh.
It just goes up every week.
Yeah.
Up 2.23%. S&P closed at 58.59, up 125 points, up 2.19. NASDAQ closed out at 18,502, up 433 points. West Texas crude closed out at $70.81 a barrel. The 5-year Treasury is at 3.88, and the 10 years at 4.08. So, and SOFR is at 4.81. So let's look at real estate stocks. Wow, stocks are ripping today. 1 week performance, REIT office up 6.67. Don't get it. Don't understand. REIT retail up 3.37 and real estate diversified 3.16. Real estate industrial is down pretty low. It's been pretty low every week. I wonder if people are kind of fading industrial for a while.
Maybe they just think the basis just got way too big and the rent's too high.
Well, maybe the vacancies
That too.
creeping up a lot with all the brand new development.
But we're kind of seeing it in our stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
Ebbs and flows.
It ebbs and flows. 1 month performance, real estate services is leading. REIT hotel and motel is second, and REIT office is third. Sweet. Term of the week. McDonaldized.
Yes.
I heard that this morning. I actually thought it was pretty clever.
That is pretty good.
But I was on a call with a tenant that we're doing a renewal with. Or actually, it's kind of a new deal. They were a subtenant, and so now we're doing a direct lease with them. And he told me he's going to send me a kind of like a cut worksheet for their locations.
Yeah.
And they just do that really to kind of McDonaldized their facilities. So
is that more or less just like standardizing?
Standardizing, yeah. So like these are the kind of LEDs we require in the space. These are the kind of A, B, C, and D's type stuff. So I thought that was kind of
because they kind of pioneered that whole process.
They pioneered process. Essentially not the process.
Yeah.
Process as a whole,
Yeah. Like the conveyor belt came from Ford, but I feel like McDonald's just put it on scale.
Yeah. Total scale. So anyways, I thought that's actually a usable one that you don't get made too fun of.
Yeah.
But actually good. So
everybody can relate to that.
I swear, I think we're going to keep running out of terms of the week, but
I have another one.
Oh.
I got it last week.
Nice.
It's great.
Nice. Oh, man. Me and Versace needs about 5 minutes. So we'll call him at 11:20.
Okay.
And
you want to do some news?
Let's do some news.
True Value is going upside down.
True Value Hardware?
Mm-hmm. They're filed for bankruptcy, Chapter 11.
Wow.
Yep. National hardware chain True Value is the latest national chain filing for bankruptcy protection this year as retail firms face slowing sales and rising costs. Chicago-based True Value said Monday it filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection from its debts in the U.S. bankruptcy court. True Value, founded in 1948, will continue to provide products to 4,500 independently owned stores that aren't part of the bankruptcy process. Liabilities are said to be in excess of $500 million, but less than $1 billion.
Wow.
Did you know Big Lots is going BK too, or went BK?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're trying to restructure some stuff.
Yeah.
Bad. This is kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
Ray Washburn bought the Greyhound terminal.
I saw.
Ahead of the downtown metamorphosis.
What is what's the play?
2-quadrant near cities plan. I guess let's see. Ray Washburn bought the Greyhound station at 205 South Lamar Street, which is closing next year, from Alden Global Capital, subsidiary 20 Lakes Holding. It was a significant acquisition in the greater mission among Dallas power players to reshape downtown. 20 Lake Holdings acquired the 33 Greyhound stations from First Group in 2022 for $140 million. Let's see. Price is not disclosed, but the Dallas Appraisal District values the 26,000 square foot property at $2.8 million, or $107 per square foot. Washburn's firm HP Village Management owns Highland Park Village, and his charter holdings bought the former Dallas Morning News headquarters building at 508 Young Street for $28 million in 2019. He called Jeff and I and was like, "Hey, can we lease during COVID?" He's like, "Can we lease this to Amazon?" It's like, this place sucks for a warehouse. This is a redevelopment site. It's funny. We met him in the parking garage. We were, what was it? Social distancing. In the parking garage.
Were you guys adhering to the rules?
Yeah. It's kind of funny. Washburn's part of the Hunt family, married to H.L. Hunt's descendants, Heather Hill Washburn.
Yep.
Hunt Realty Investments plans a $5 billion plan to develop the area around Union Tower, also the same corner of downtown. So looks like he's just buying in the pathway of expansion here.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool. He's kind of bought some interesting downtown type plays, like the Dallas Morning News building. He bought another building over there. I can't remember which one it is. Some like municipality building. So that was kind of interesting. Now, hang on. Something I saw.
I got dropped off one time at that bus station, riding a bus from San Antonio many years ago.
That bus station is
super sketch. Then I walked to my buddy's apartment of Malcolm X and Deep Ellum. That was quite the walk at like pretty late at night.
That's where you drop people off that you don't like.
Yeah.
What happened?
There was a new building there. They gave a month of free rent, so they signed a lease.
Yeah. Well, let's see. I don't know if you saw this, but DFW industrial vacancies, as we were talking about earlier, on the rise. So nearly 20 million square feet of industrial space in development in Dallas-Fort Worth is less than half of what it was this time last year. So there's currently 20 million under construction right now. It was like 40 million last year. Metroplex continues to see vacancy rates that surpass 2023 and sit above the region's long-term average.
Uh-oh.
The region's vacancy rate hit 11% for the third quarter, continuing an upward trend that began in Q2 as the market moved into oversupply, according to Avis & Young's Q3 industrial market snapshot. I don't even know anybody that works at Avis & Young in Dallas.
Neither do I. The only person I knew was Langston Sutcliffe, and now he's at, is that how you pronounce his last name?
Yeah.
And then he left and he went to Partners.
Yeah, he's at Partners now.
Yeah, I don't know anybody here.
I don't know anybody on the industrial side. But they have an industrial report. So
yeah.
At the same time, new construction slowed with 19.5 million square feet underway at 99 properties in Q3. This year, about 31 million square feet of new industrial product is delivered or is under construction in the region. More than 65 million square feet came on the market last year.
Eesh.
So yeah, it'd be really interesting to know the real vacancy rate at like above 250, above 500, and like how that affects the overall.
Try to bifurcate that data.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. So anyways, there's a vacancy. Rent growth came to an end, ringing in at flat $785 per square foot. DFW's industrial sector has seen consistently rising rents over the past few years, thanks to strong demand and tight supply.
I think rents are going to come down.
They're softening for sure.
I don't think the base rate or whatever is going to come down like what the quoted rate is, but the effective rate's going to, I think, it kind of get kicked in the you know what.
Well, we were meeting with the capital markets group last week, and they were trying to tell me how rates still have room in small bay. And remember, I kind of got argumentative with them. I was like, you're wrong. Sorry. Yeah, you're wrong on this. I think you're wrong.
Somebody tried to tell me that you can charge all this over the weekend. We were just texting. I'm like, you literally cannot. I need an explanation how I can take somebody from 7 net to 15 net. Like that's just
15 net's not attainable. Not attainable. So, you got any news?
No, just the true value thing.
Okay. Well, let's get into the fun part.
Yeah.
College football.
Hello.
Man, you sound a lot chippier than I do. I'm still dead.
Yeah, your brother's slouching over here.
You got crackle throat?
Oh, gosh, man. I went to bed at like 10:30. My alarm went off at 5, and I said nope. And I woke up at 8:30.
Wow.
I was like, man, I needed that. I really needed that. No.
Jeff was up and early and spry, emailing me at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Yes. I took my nap yesterday.
Oh, man. Yeah, we just came back from Vegas, and it's a good trip. We didn't do that well on football this past week, but it was a good trip. It's a good trip.
Yeah, no, we did. I don't think we passed the midterm.
No, we didn't, but it was a very interesting week of college football.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
But after our college football melee, Jeff and I stumbled onto Fremont Street and ran into this band called Dr. Rock, and they rocked. And Jeff and I just stayed there and jammed to them till like 2 a.m.
Dr. Rock.
That was the surprise find of the weekend.
Total. That was like the thing we were not planning on, and man, it was solid gold. These guys were playing all the songs from our childhood. It was awesome.
Hold on. Let's see. Dr. Rock.
Yeah.
Las Vegas band
Dr. Rock.
playing great rock and roll.
Man, they did.
So you saw them on October 12th, the first stage on Fremont Street.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on their – they don't have a website. They have a Facebook page.
Yeah.
That's how you know they're legit.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, they covered like Rush, Spirit of the Radio. They covered Megadeth. I was
Dude, they look at their Jeff, you can't see it, but they play like twice a week till Christmas on Fremont Street.
I
might go back.
They got a residency. Oh.
They kind of appeared like they had a residency on Fremont Street.
Yeah. Man, they jammed. They jammed. It was fun. But yeah, we went to the Cirque Sportsbook.
Yeah.
Man, it was pretty cool. They kind of pride themselves as the ultimate sports book, and I got to give it to them. It's pretty good. So, and I think even if it's in the summertime and you want to go sports book it at the pool, they have like the same setup out there.
Oh, so you can be a degenerate outside.
Yeah.
Nice.
Totally.
You bet on the Mets losing. Yeah. Gross.
So.
Yeah, they had some pretty good go-go dancers show up about 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
10 a.m. or 10 p.m.?
PM. They kind of like robots.
Yeah. It must have been college fall break because there seemed like there was
lots of
Vegas was just crawling with co-eds. So
yeah.
Oh, but it was fun.
Weird play. Maybe all the Southern California schools emptied out.
Yeah. Well, let's get into it. What are you looking at this week, Mersachi?
Okay. I've got Louisiana Tech minus 11.5 versus New Mexico State.
What happened? Didn't Rich Rodriguez like lose his mind or something this past weekend for New Mexico State? Like
Rich Rodriguez is the coach there?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He got like real pissed off or something. There's like a thing on Twitter I saw. So I don't know. I don't even know what it was, but
I don't.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I must have been splitting aces or something. I've got Sam Houston State minus 2.5 versus Western Kentucky.
I like that.
I think that's a home game for him. I like that.
Yeah.
This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with it. I got the Duke Florida State game. I'm going under 42.5.
Just because Florida State can't.
I don't think they
complete
can
a
score.
pass. Yeah.
I don't think they can score much. I don't think they'll score more than 10 points.
I like Duke minus 3.5.
They might win the game for sure.
I feel like Florida State is just quit. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know that the Cowboys are going to win this game, but I'm going to take Oklahoma State points.
I like this too.
Points.
I feel like they're due to finally show up and play, and I feel like this could be the game. I think BYU wins, but I want OK State in the points too. I like this. So,
I'm going to get my Hoosiers bet in here. Indiana minus 6.5.
Ride it like you stole it. Keep going. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm going to take the Hurricanes minus 4.
I got this too.
I just don't think Louisville's that good after watching SMU beat them up pretty bad.
Yep.
This is kind of my double or triple play of the week after I saw this stat.
Yep.
Army has outscored their opponents 118-29 in the first half.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm glad you remembered this because I remember this in the moment and I've since forgot it.
But that's a big stat.
Yeah.
So Army's fifth. I couldn't find a first half line today, but they're 15 for the game. So as long as it's an 8 or under, which I'm sure it will be.
Yeah.
I'm going to take that first half Army line. I'm going to take the Aggies minus 15.5. I mean, we know no one beats State by 35. We've learned that in the last 2 weeks. But I think the Aggies can hang 20 or 25 on them.
You're probably right, but I think I'm taking Mississippi State out of spite.
That's still an Aggie hate bet.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Alabama minus 3. I'm probably going against you on this. I didn't see what you picked there.
I didn't pick it. I don't really know. I kind of feel like this game Tennessee could win. Or it's like, who is Alabama right now? Who are you?
Struggling.
Like,
I'm hoping that Coach goes crazy this week and gets them all fired up and they show up.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the Longhorns since they've covered every game. I'm going to go back to them at 3.5, minus 3.5 versus Georgia.
Yep. I like that.
And I'm going to take the second best team in Texas, the SMU Ponies, minus 15.5 versus Stanford.
Yeah. Man,
Yeah.
Stanford did not show up like I expected them to last week.
Yeah. They're pretty flat.
They were, well, they started off good and then just pretty much quit after that. So I got a couple other bets here. I'm taking Kentucky -1 versus Florida. I think.
Ooh.
I think the boosters at Florida have got the $25 million raised up to fire Napier for his buyout. So,
whoa.
So I think Florida's just going to be in ultimate turmoil. But those are also times too when teams show up and play for some reason. So I could be totally off on this one, but I'm just fading Florida this year. Sorry, family. Sorry, in-laws. I'm rolling with my Bobcats too, my Texas State Bobcats. Still.
Yeah, they've kind of been your team of the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going to go Tech over versus Baylor, 56.5. Tech is also -6, which I'm not going to take, but I would take that. I feel like we're going to be healthy coming off the bye week. It's homecoming. I feel like Baylor's just, they're in turmoil. I think we can put up a lot.
I thought that line was a little high.
I kind of thought it was too, but I guess, I don't know, maybe they're giving Tech too much credit, so probably won't cover. That's usually what happens when we have some success. So, just keep us out of the top 25, please, because that's when it all ends. So here's another game I like. I like South Carolina +2.5 versus OU.
Yeah, I was surprised OU was favored.
Yeah, I just don't think OU is that great. I don't. Sorry, Rich Young. I know you're gonna hate me on this, but
it's okay.
I mean, their quarterback situation's a mess. I don't. I feel like Texas didn't really start playing till about midway through the second quarter, and if they would have started at the first quarter, that game would have been 70-9 or whatever it was. So,
yeah, they missed a lot of plays early. Texas did in that game.
And then I'm also taking Utah -4 versus TCU. It's in Utah. I think Utah is probably primed to beat the hell out of somebody. TCU is not very good. So
they're not.
I'm going to take Utah in that game. So let me see anything. No, everything else I got that you got. Now, yeah. So another week of college football.
Yeah.
Halfway home.
Halfway there.
Halfway home.
Hey, so I was telling Will and them this morning. Last night I watched the there's a Netflix special called Signal Caller or Signal whatever.
Yeah.
It's about the Michigan Signal scandal.
Oh, okay.
It's a pretty good watch.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
a little required reading this week.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So, it's pretty funny how Dave Portnoy with Barstool Sports, I guess he's a big Michigan guy.
Oh, huge Michigan guy. It's obnoxious.
And I guess even after, I didn't even realize this, but after the incident, he reviews pizza every week somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, this Stallions guy's always walking out of the pizza store behind Portnoy, with glasses on, and all this.
So he just follows him around.
Yeah, he's they were trolling the whole internet with it. And I mean,
that's hilarious.
The summary of it ended up being the NCAA just woke up one day with a perfectly, signal calling scandal package with a bow on top of it from some anonymous whoever.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And so it sounds like Ohio State probably.
Probably so.
Yeah. But he was totally guilty of everything he was doing. But then you find out, seems like everybody does this. So they've switched to the headset now. But it's a very interesting, it's about an hour and a half. So it's a good little hour and a half.
On Netflix?
On Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. Pretty interesting. So it's really cool how this guy was really into the stats of stuff. And he's kind of a football nerd. He's pretty good, though. So
you're not supposed to punt on fourth down. You're supposed to go for it every time type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Very statistical.
Moneyball level.
Yeah. So
Well, do we have a money line pick out there?
Yeah, we got a money line on Q's. I think Syracuse is going to beat us this week.
Oh man,
They're
y'all are
pretty
undefeated,
good.
right?
We are. We're 6-0. They're 5-1.
Yeah.
I think. Have you ever been to the Dome up there? It's cool. So, and if they pack it, it gets really loud. It doesn't hold a ton of people. So, but we've kind of been hit or miss up there. Some years we dominate. I mean, we just absolutely crush them. But last year we lost. But they're pretty good. So we'll see. I think it's a coin toss. Last week, halfway through the first half, we destroyed Cal, and then they kind of came back a little bit. Yeah. So I'm not really too overly confident in our offense on the second half.
I didn't realize Syracuse is 5-1. There's a lot of 5-1 teams right now.
They're 5-1, and then we have to come down here and play SMU the next week, and they're undefeated too. So I think it's going to be 2 hard weeks.
Yeah. Interesting Syracuse fact. I don't know if you've seen this kid. He's an offensive tackle at DeSoto. He's 6'8", 400 pounds.
I've heard of this child.
He's committed to Syracuse. I thought that was a very interesting commit.
That is bizarre.
I mean,
why go so far? There's plenty of places in Texas.
I don't know. I'd go to Texas if I'm a recruit right now.
He had an offer from Texas and he went to Syracuse.
What's his name?
Baby Giant. I don't know.
DeSoto football.
I mean, that's a huge human.
Yes, that's like the new evolution of human, right? That's what they're gonna. Let's see, recruiting 25 rankings. Let's see, DeSoto.
Maybe some NIL money got him there.
Big baby Byron Washington is his name.
Washington, yeah, could have been.
First Google search for Brian Washington.
Yeah, he's got offers from Texas, Oregon.
Bro, this guy is massive. I'm looking at his profile picture. Holy smokes.
He's so big.
He's scary.
6'8", 400.
View the complete
and he can
list.
move. Like I was watching him warm up on a video and he's got footwork. I was like, wow.
My goodness. That's crazy.
He's got TCU, Texas, UA. He's got Houston, Grambling,
Oregon. I mean, he's got top offers. He'd probably be more. He might have committed early and people just quit recruiting him. So
yeah, I don't know.
Syracuse though, thought it was an interesting pick.
Yes, it is very unusual.
Yeah,
very unusual.
So, well.
Okay, well, y'all have a great week. Hopefully, I'll have some more spunk next week.
Yeah.
Still kind of trailing.
Yeah. All right. See ya.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Well, that's all we got since we did the news.
That concludes
the episode for today.
Sadly enough. See you next week.
See you next week.